It's time for another Out of Bounds Rewind with Bo Bounds on ESPN 105.9, The Zone.
What do you expect from Braden, Locke, and Sawyer Robertson? Do you expect one of the two to stay? How do you see spring and the backup quarterback at Mississippi State for Leach behind Will Rogers?
Yeah. Well, Braden Locke just got here, and so I don't expect anything to happen with him. And I guess we could see Sawyer Robertson make a decision after the spring. But I think when you look at the year that Will had, he had a good year. He didn't have a great year. And there were a couple of games out there where the game kind of fell in his lap and he wasn't able to really navigate through it and get state of victory. But, I think Will, and sometimes is being kind of harshly criticized for things that aren't always in his control. And when you're the quarterback, that's kind of the price of poker. But I would suspect both of those guys stay for now, and then maybe Sawyer Robertson revisits things in the spring.
And do you expect them to look around in the transfer portal at the QB position?
Yeah, possibly. I don't think that they'll go out and scholarship a guy. When Mike Leach first got here, our Washington State counterparts told me he is going to add competition to the position every year. He's going to sign a QB every year, going to work the portal, probably get a veteran walk-on guy. I mean, you look at what he did with Adam Gordon there at Washington State. I mean, he was a walk-on guy that had a great year the season after Gardner Minshew was kind of a national favorite. But, yeah, I think you'll see some new names show up in the spring and compete. And let's be honest, Will needs that too. And that's not a criticism of Will.
No doubt.
Everybody improves with more competition, and you and I are in the same boat. It's like it keeps you on edge. It makes you work harder. You don't cut corners when you know that you have to do everything right. And so I think Will benefits from having some additional competition, but I did think Will Rogers is your starting quarterback in 2023. Okay.
And you expect Locke or Sawyer to hang in there and be back in Starkville, or both?
If I had to handicap it today, I would expect both of them to be back. But, Sawyer Robertson had some big moments in the fall, and there were some weeks where he took more first-team reps than Will Rogers did. And a lot of our fans wanted him to get more playing time this year, and that's something I can't really argue against, especially in some of these blowout games where, he gets into the last series and hands football off, and then he finally gets a chance to play against East Tennessee State and did not play well. We all saw it, but that's not indicative of who he truly is. I think it's just the game kind of sped up on him a little bit. He's probably a little bit nervous, but I do think that you'll see him get a lot more reps in the spring and probably make this thing a little more interesting. And again, everybody benefits from that.
Don't miss one moment of the Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds. Weekdays, 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. on ESPN 105.9, The Zone.